The Patriots have made several signings on the defensive side of the football, but man, it really feels like we're neglecting the offense. If you guys want the Patriots to sign a wide receiver, a guard, a tackle, a center, a running back, if you just want them to flat out make more signings on offense, go on ahead and like this video for me. NFL free agency week 1 has come and went, but there is still plenty of time for the Patriots to make some more additions to their roster. But overall, they made 7 defensive signings, 4 offensive signings, and they did say goodbye to 5 players who signed with other teams in free agency. We're going to break all of this down and more, but really talk about what the Patriots' plan is for adding more to the offense on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Allie Barefoot, and who did the Patriots say goodbye to last week? Well, Jacoby Brissett did sign as a backup quarterback with the Arizona Cardinals. Davon Godchaux was traded to the New Orleans Saints in return for a 2026 7th round draft pick. Jonathan Jones signed with Washington. Same did Dietrich Wise Jr., as they did get 2 very good defensive assets down there in the NFC East. But the latest signing and the latest change here came with Daniel Ekuale, who recently signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we did know that with a guy like Daniel Ekuale, this is going to be a pretty tough adjustment for the defense, as he was an integral part of stepping in while Christian Barmore was dealing with those blood clots. But he signed with the Steelers, and he started 16 games this last year next to Davon Godchaux. So we're looking at a completely new 3-4 front. If the Patriots even want to still go with that defensive scheme, they could easily transition to a 4-3. Now they have 2 pretty good edge rushers in Keon White and Harold Landry. So the Patriots, safe to say, the defense looks pretty freaking good. I mean, we have upgraded at defensive tackle, linebackers, edge rushers, cornerbacks, safeties, and we continuously keep adding more defensive guys as well. I mean, just to really point this out, 7 players are now going to be new names in the back of jerseys, new numbers, and hopefully help the Patriots get back to a new ranking in NFL defenses, as we ranked 22nd last year. Harold Landry, Robert Spillane, and the list continues to go on in the Week 1 NFL signings. And I do think the Patriots may still add a little bit more on. So this video isn't necessarily to talk about all the great the defense has done, because we realize the defense continues to get better. And what's even funny is that I keep seeing more and more reports coming out that they're not done adding to the defensive side of the football. Carlos Lopez tweeted out what Mike Reese had to say, that free agent linebacker Jack Gibbons is considering taking a visit to the Patriots facility this week. The 6'3", 242-pound linebacker was signed by Mike Vrabel as an undrafted free agent in 2022 and has since had a productive career in Tennessee, a potential reunion. So it looks like they're literally just recreating the defense as a whole, which is great. I think that the defense definitely needed that. Gonzo needed somebody in the backfield with them. They also needed a couple different pass rushers and run defenders up there in the 3-4 front. Definitely needed more sacks to a quarterback, but what about the offense? This is where I'm really starting to get very skeptical, that you may have a great defense, but if your offense can't put points up on the board, then what's it worth? It's kind of like a reverse Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, they just paid both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and made them the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL? Cool. But it doesn't matter if your defense can't stop offenses from scoring. So what are the Patriots going to do the rest of free agency, heading into the draft, and possibly trading to get Drake Maye the assets that he needs? And I may be over-exaggerating, but this is why I asked you guys. Kind of keep me in a reality check here. Are you worried about the Patriots on offense? Scale at 1. I do not have a single worry in the world. I know Mike Vrabel is going to get it done, and we're going to make a huge signing. 10 being, we are going to have the worst offense in the league again for 2 consecutive years. Go on ahead and comment it down below. So what exactly is the Patriots' plans for offense? Are they going to sign more free agents? Are they going to focus on drafting all offensive players, pretty much what they did in 2024? Or could they possibly have another trade up their sleeve? Well, we already know that they have tried to be as aggressive as they possibly could in free agency throughout the first week. Ronnie Stanley was their number one target at left tackle, but he ended up re-signing on a whopping contract with the Baltimore Ravens. Dan Moore Jr. was another player they thought they could sign in free agency, but maybe they didn't pay enough attention to him, and he ended up signing with the Tennessee Titans from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then Chris Godwin, who we kind of knew was going to end up re-signing, that's exactly what he did. So we missed on a wide receiver, and we've already missed on 2 left tackles. But don't worry, the Patriots did sign people on offense in free agency. This is not going to cut it. It's not. Morgan Moses is a good signing at right tackle because we had DeMontre Jacobs. So obviously Morgan Moses is a good improvement and he's a stable option, but he's also 34 years old. We'll have to wait and see. Wes Schweitzer? Who? I mean, the guy has like 12 career starts in his long NFL career. That's not going to cut it on the interior offensive line. Mac Hollins, I like this signing. I think he's just a tough-nosed, good, hard football player. But is he going to get Drake Maye 1,000 yards? Hell no. We still are looking for a wide receiver 1. So when you look at the signings that the Patriots have made so far compared to what they tried to go out and get, Mac Hollins, Wes Schweitzer, Morgan Moses, they're not going to cut it, respectfully. But that doesn't mean those are our set-in-stone only moves that they can make moving forward. The Patriots still have plenty of players they can try and obtain in free agency. There are still several players in the draft and also with a possible trade. So what exactly are the Patriots going to do moving forward? Because to me, it seems like they didn't prioritize offensive signings at all. I don't know if this was Vrabel, Elliott Wolf, or Kraft, but I feel like they put the number 1 biggest need for the Patriots on the back burner, and they just bet everything else in front of them on the defensive side. Obviously, the number 1 issue is the offensive line. Right underneath it is wide receivers. You didn't address either of those, but instead, you looked at your 3-4 front, you completely changed it, you gave a cornerback to Christian Gonzalez, you added Marcus Epps in the safety room, you added some edge rushers. Once again, all great signings, but that wasn't what we needed. I'm glad we have it, but I also would have liked a little bit of balance on both sides of the football. Mike Vrabel did discuss his plan for the Patriots offense moving forward. We will target the offensive line. We'll continue to look at the wide receiver position as it relates to free agency, explore every option with other teams, and potentially then we will get to the point where we're looking at the draft. He reiterated once again, there's a lot of time. I know everybody's like, it's over in free agency. It's never over. So you're right, Vrabel. It's not over in free agency, and I'm glad that you're looking at wide receivers and offensive linemen. But you're also wrong in the sense that a lot of good left tackles are off the board. A lot of good wide receivers are gone and paid for on other teams. So while I am optimistic that Mike Vrabel is going to still sign other players, is it going to be that player that puts us over the top? That is where I think he's wrong. That is where I do think we have struck out in free agency. If you want to go get that 1,000-yard receiver, I think your best bet right now is a trade. And just cross your fingers and hope maybe in the draft. But I don't think it's going to be in free agency. Can the Patriots still save the offense? I think yes. I am being a little bit dramatic and saying that our offense is still just as bad as it was last year. It's not. They made some improvements, but baby steps. I'm ready for that big-ass long leap that puts us over the line. And I'm going to talk about how they can do that in just 1 second. First things first, let me tell you guys about this great deal at chatsports.com/2PatsPolos. You're going to get a red and a blue polo for $50. 40% off. On these 2 great polos, you can wear on the golf course as the weather gets nicer. You can wear it at Gillette Stadium, wear it to a bar, wear it to a Celtics or a Bruins game, or maybe even Fenway. If you guys love rocking the Patriots polos, go on ahead, snag it right now with this link, chatsports.com/2PatsPolos. $50. Secure it while sizes last. I'm also going to put that link in the comment section under this video. Click it. It'll take you right there. There are still good wide receiver free agent options out there. The former report that we saw during the NFL Combine is that the Patriots were not interested in Stephon Diggs, and they were not interested in Amari Cooper. I don't know if that has changed since then. There is also Elijah Moore, Tyler Lockett, and Keenan Allen. OLD. Old-ass wide receivers are still left. And hell, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a veteran presence for Drake Maye. Once again, is this really going to push the needle? Maybe these guys could, but maybe they also couldn't. So if I had it my way and I was GM Allie Barefoot, I think my perfect signings for the rest of free agency, not talking about draft, I'm talking about draft or trades, I'm talking about free agency, I would probably go after Tyler Lockett. I know he's not as good as Stephon Diggs or Amari Cooper, but if they didn't have an interest in him before, then maybe there's something they're not seeing now. I think Tyler Lockett is a very sneaky signing the Patriots could add to Mac Hollins, Demario Douglas, and Hunter Henry. That wouldn't be the end-all, be-all, but it could be a temporary solution for 2025. I don't understand 100% why we haven't reached out to Cam Robinson yet. Yeah, he may not be the greatest left tackle, but I know he's for damn sure better than Verdarian Lowe. We need to sign Cam Robinson yesterday. And then Tevin Jenkins is another upgrade at the interior offensive line because now you have to fill that center position because you released David Andrews, and I don't think Ben Brown's going to cut it. And I do think you still have to solve that left guard position because we know Wes Schweitzer isn't going to get the job done. So there are still some good free agents out there, and everybody's going to have their perfect signings be a little bit different. And then, of course, you can still lean on the draft and trading, but I do not think their moves are obviously done on offense. Am I a little bit surprised that they went all in on almost every single position on the defense and really neglected the offense? Yeah, because I think that's just reverse what they were supposed to do at the start of free agency. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited for the defense, but damn, are we going to score any points this year? Let's see. Want the Patriots to make a move on offense? Go on ahead and like this video for me if you guys haven't already. If the Patriots do make any kind of signing, I will talk about it right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports.